Hello again! Remember this guy I bought at the fair a few weeks ago? Let me just get him out of here. Or was it that one? Let me get that one. I have two. Well, there they are. And in fact, I don't have two, but I have three. And this is the one I bought at the fair recently. And I only noticed the other day that these two were made in 2019, it says on the bottom. And this one, which I just bought a few weeks ago, is from 2013. But why did I buy another one? It's because these two, and you could see them in my dining room at the moment, but they were supposed to be in the salon, which is the room above the dining room. And I really like them there, but I also really liked one in my dining room, so I thought I'd get another one. And I noticed that this one, the new one, has a blue sash, and the other two have more of a white sash. And as you can see, I don't know if you've noticed that, but they're called Sultan, or Henny calls them Sultan vases. And they have their feather in their cap. There's one. This one is pointing to the left, and this one is pointing to the right. So you have and they're not. It's not like they're facing, because I think they're both facing the same way. And this one has the feather on the left. But anyway, I really like this one, and I wanted to show you that these are not just busts. They're actually vases, and they're meant, well, I don't know if they're specifically meant for tulips, but they did put tulips in there. They've got two holes on this shoulder, and one on that one, and one in the cap, so you can put flowers in them. I really like these. Actually, that one is very nice. Love the color on that one. So, then a few months ago, I was in The Hague at the Kunstmuseum, and I saw this. This is a full-scale version of this type of vase. And here's a much better photo on the website of the Kunstmuseum in The Hague. This full-sized one is almost 30 centimeters high and 18 centimeters wide, as it says here. So it's a good-sized vase. And the museum describes it not as a vase, but as a flower holder in the shape of a bust. And while this one isn't exactly the same as the miniature, his cap is different, and it doesn't have a feather, and he doesn't have the little goatee beard, but it is definitely very, very similar. So maybe this one, or there's another one out there that Henny Staring-Egberts used as inspiration. And another thing, this one dates from around 1700, and I always find it fascinating that they made these beautiful things over 300 years ago. I'll have to make some tulips for them, but for now, let me just steal some of the tulips from this vase. And these are parrot tulips. I'll get one out. Put that in here. I haven't actually done that on the other ones. I never put flowers in there. Let me just put the camera down. Put one on his shoulder. Oh, that looks, I like that. One in his cap. One on his other shoulder. Oh. Quite a delicate operation. Maybe a little longer one. It's tricky getting them in there. It's because my my pliers are a little bit magnetic and the stems of the flowers are metal. So it keeps coming out. There, I think I got it now. Yeah, that looks really nice. I like that. Maybe turn this around. See the one with the flowers. Yeah, I really quite like that. Although I do also like them without the flowers in them. But yeah, well, that's what they're meant for. So yeah, I should really start making some more tulips. Maybe some different colors, although I really like these parrot tulips and the color I used on those. But yeah, I have to get back to work on those. I don't often do craft projects, little craft projects, but I wanted to have a cardboard box for one of the rooms I'm working on. And I only had this cardboard paper, which is quite heavy. I'll make a box of it, but it's not what I wanted. So I decided to just download a picture from the internet, and I changed it a little bit. And well, it's an Amazon box, but doesn't matter. That's good. Of course, it's printed, and then the back is white. So I've got a felt tip marker, which is, well, actually, that's the only color that's close to the box color. So it will have to do, but I think it will be okay. I think it's a little bit darker because I tried it. And this is just for the inside, but yeah, it's a little bit yellow too. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's coming through. It's bleeding through the front. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's bleeding through the front. That's not very nice. So, well, then it will have to be a closed box. Okay, there are a few things wrong with this box. The top looks okay, but when you open it, of course, the inside is white, and I already knew that, but the cutting lines are also white, which I don't like. Then there's these gluing, well, what do you call them, flaps. I think they're too narrow. I would much rather have them big like this, like a real box. And then while we're at the bottom of the box, you can see that these pieces are too narrow, so I'll have to make those wider. And then the last thing I notice is that the printing on the box, it's more green than black, and it should be black. So I'm going back to the drawing board and adjust these issues. And then I'm also going to look for real craft paper. The craft paper that resembles cardboard, and I hope I can find some because I don't have it in my stash. Now the only thing I could find that resembles cardboard for boxes is this old grocery bag, and I think I'll just cut it up into an A4 size and try to print on that. It's a little bit beat up. That's all right. I think it will be okay. There, that's better. I ironed it a little bit. I just ran a damp cloth over it, so the paper was slightly damp, and then ironed it, and it's a lot better. There's still some wrinkles. That doesn't matter. It's going to be an old box anyway. So now I'm going to run that through the printer with my design. Well, I hope that works because it's not entirely flat. We'll see. Sounds awful. I don't think my printer is liking this very much, but it seems to work. I have a few prints that are looking good. Wow. Unbelievable. The paper did get caught in the printer a little bit here and here in the corner, but it seems to have, the print seems to be okay. I'm going to cut a box out of this and see what it looks like. Okay, trial one. It has worked, but the box is a little bit flimsy. But I can use it, and if I can find this type of craft paper that's slightly thicker, so it has just a little bit more body, which will make it easier to make the box. Well, it's a few days later now, and my family came to the rescue, and they got this bit of cardboard. I think it came from, it had a sandwich in there probably, and this is very nice and very good weight for folding boxes. But of course I cannot run this through the printer, but I will use it to make a box. And they also came up with this. And this is the perfect weight. And guess where this came from? Good old fruit boxes, because this came from the bottom of a banana box. You know, remember the orange crate I used for one of the rooms in my first doll's house? They're great. This came from a banana box. So, and this has the perfect weight and thickness of the craft paper to make the boxes. And I think, just like I did with the shopping bag, I can get 2 A4 papers out of that. And if I iron this, like I did with this one, just make it damp and iron it, and it will be nice and flat, and I'll run it through the printer. And I've also updated my design because I forgot to change the colors here. So now they're much more black, and it should look better. I'll do a test run first because I don't want to ruin this fine. Although I'm sure in the supermarket we'll have a lot more banana boxes. Oh, and the other thing I did, I created a postal label, which was one that I had on one of my own packages, and I just photographed it and changed the address and the name on it. And now it has the address of the first canal house, which is single 224 in Amsterdam. And also I downloaded a few images of stickers, you know, the This Way Up stickers and the fragile stickers, several of them, and I'm putting those in a file, and I'm going to print them for them. And there are masses of them. I forgot about the steam function on my iron. That works as well, of course. Okay, we're a few days later, and well, the hand is fine. There's hardly any swelling, just a little bit here, and hardly any bruising either. Just a little bit tender, but it's fine. So we're going to continue. So I was working on the boxes. So I made this one, and then the paper bag one, and then I did some test prints on the banana box paper, and I thought this was still a little bit dark, so then I changed it again and made it a little bit lighter, and this one I really liked. So, and these are the side parts, as you can see. I just ran them through the printer, and it did have a little bit of difficulty with the holes, so it stopped. This one stopped, and here I used some tape on there, and that was doing much better. So, and then this is the final one. So I'm happy with that one, and I'll make some boxes out of that. That was really easy, making the two boxes. And, well, I just have to put on the labels and stuff. And I'll have to make a whole bunch more. And it will be easier for me to do that again. I've said that many times before, when the camera's not here, because then I can come in closer with my head and actually see what I'm doing. But anyway, this was quite easy and fun. I think I'll make lots more boxes, and different ones, not just the Amazon ones as well. There we are. I just found some labels online and reduced them in size, and now I have to cut them out and stick them onto the boxes. Well, that was easy, and it looks so cute with the labels on. And now I have to make a whole bunch more, and not just Amazon boxes, but also just, you know, regular boxes, like moving boxes, and put stuff in them. This one can go to the room, which isn't finished yet, but still. Got one more little item now. So the boxes will be for this room, and well, it's a start. And while I was at the fair a few weeks ago, I also bought a waste paper basket for this area. And that was from Le Mini di Pierluigi from Italy. He has really fun miniatures. And he also had these recycling bins, which I also really liked, and they're stackable. And they fit the theme really well. So they'll find a place in here as well, somewhere. Over there for now. So it's a start. I'm a long way off from finishing this room, but all in all, one miniature at the time, I'll get there. Thank you for watching. Until next time.